part 2 of the last video, holiday depression. And I guess the main thing I want to get across in this one, because we covered a whole lot the last time, when it comes to depression, you have to do everything that you can to keep yourself out of these funks, as I like to call them, that you wind up getting in. That deep depressed well. And one of the ways you can do that is through music. Music really does calm the savage beast. I love to listen to music. It sparks a lot of different emotions within me. I think it sparks a lot of emotions within a lot of people. But music is one of those things, one of those activities that you can get involved in that definitely helps the situation. Even if it doesn't bring you all the way out of your funk, I notice with me, it helps keep me from sinking any deeper a lot of times. It can put me on a more positive note to move forward. And really at this time of year, that's really what's important. You know, a lot of times we as individuals get so wrapped up in the bad feelings that it's hard to climb back out of that. And I think I stressed that a lot on the last video. And you don't want to just sink so deep that there's no get back. And I know what it's like to suffer from this ailment, this demon that I like to call depression, because that's all it is a demon. A demon that sits hard on your mental, can cause also all kind of physical problems. And that's what you want to stay away from, because it seems as if these things come when you're feeling like you're weakest. And music is one of those ways to pull yourself out of it. Another activity, being around people who make a positive difference in your life. They're a positive influence on the things you do. They make you feel good about yourself. These are the type of people that you really need to be around this time of year. It's good to have people in your corner that care. People who, even if they don't understand what you're going through, they'll still respect it. And for me, that's very important. For a person to be able to respect where you're coming from, even if they can't understand it. It's not that you want a person's sympathy or anything like that. You just want to feel kind of heard, to let it out. You know, and that right there is really hard, because you never know who you can really trust. A lot of people have their own opinions on depression. Some think it's a load of malarkey. I used to too. Until I came to realize, hey, this is really real. It not only affects you mentally, it affects you physically. And through music, I found that that is a tool that can be very helpful in helping you to attain the goal of keeping your positivity bank full. And that's something else a little phrase I like to use, your positivity bank. You have to keep it charged, because when it's at its lowest is when you're most accessible, should I say, to this. It's easy for you to start feeling down. And music can control the spirit, can control the soul. It can control your emotions. And one has to learn how to start to program themselves, because dealing with depression is not easy. I feel like I may be kind of at this point backtracking. I really don't mean to. I'm still kind of new to this, putting out the videos like this. But it's something I, as an individual, want to share. I want to let everyone out here know you're not alone. And there's ways to deal with this. I used to really do it real well, dealing with my depression, to the point that I didn't really think that it existed until certain situations in my life showed me, oh, brother, you're wrong. It does exist. And that right there, when you realize that it does exist, you are like, wow. And there's such a stigma in the black community on depression. You know, everyone thinks it's, like I said, a load of BS. So everyone's always telling you, hey, put your big boy drawers on. Hey, put your grown folks pants on. Stand up. You can do it. And what people don't realize is you have to be careful. It's not a choice. If you're not careful, it will sneak up on you, grab you from behind, and just start saying all that negative stuff, or all the negative things that you don't need to hear. In music, when you find yourself to that point, good music, something I like to do, binge on TV, because you can learn a lot from old TV programs and old movies, but they can also spark certain emotions. Like, I love to sit back and watch things that make me laugh, make me feel kind of silly. Because when you're feeling silly and in that type of mood, it's kind of hard to be depressed. It makes it real difficult to sink any lower, and that's a good thing, because you don't want to slide off into this well to the point where you can't get back out, and it's very easy to do. And once again, I don't want to see anyone go through that. It's not conducive to, it's not productive to your ultimate goals. And it's a zone you really want to stay away from. And it's hard for those of us who deal with it, the anxiety that follows, or precedes right before. Because all of a sudden it's bad anxiety right beforehand. And you're like, ooh, And you have to catch your mood real quick. But like I said, this holiday season, I don't want to see or really hear about anyone going through that. Because right now I'm going through my own battles and I'm trying to elevate beyond that point. Beyond the point of letting depression, anxiety, and all that stand in my way, because it's very easy to do. It's very easy to do. You go into a depressive state, and before you know it, hours, days, sometimes even years can pass, and you not realize it. And that's truly scary, because it doesn't help you lead a productive life. And my main goal is to make sure that I feel good, the people around me feel good. I really want to catch people before they get too deep into it. It does me wonders to come out of myself and try to help someone else. And right now, that's what I'm trying to do through sharing. I know right now I may have been all across the board with this, but there's so much I really want to say. As I start to figure this out and get better, we will retouch this subject again. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, we will touch bases here again. But for right now, everyone just enjoy the new year that's getting ready to come in. Even if you're alone right now and by yourselves, let my words guide you to some kind of happy place, some kind. Because right now is the time of year. It's good to be setting goals, where you want to be throughout the year, where you want to be by the end of the year. And it's hard to do that, like I said, if your mind is clouded and confused. And my goal is, through limiting my confusion and totally eradicating it, hopefully I can help you do the same. Let's take this journey together, because you're not alone. You're by no means alone. Don't want you to feel that way. And there's a whole lot of more things I would like to touch in this area. But for right now, I just want to be like, hey, we made it to another year. It's 2020, getting ready to be 2020. And life, no matter what, is worth living. It's worth examining. And it's worth trying to get the best out of it that you can, while you can. And if you're depressed, loaded with anxiety, you can't do that. So let's go ahead and find a way to step up to happiness. Step up to a peace of mind, joy. It's like really one of the best feelings you'll have. And for all of you out there who may know someone, like I said before, who someone out there who knows someone, do what you can to help pull them out of it. They need your assistance more than you may realize, more than they let on. But be that someone. Be that shining light in someone else's heart. No, in their thoughts, in their soul. Because when you uplift someone else's spirits, you really uplift your own. Believe that. I'm not going to say too much more on this. This is the OG. Happy New Year's. And may it be a positive, enjoyable experience. Peace.